First up, Los Angeles news station accidentally posts the N-word on X, called a technical error.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, they said that they were trying to use the language filter to the social media accounts, and the offensive word was accidentally shared. We are appalled and apologize that this occurred.
I like that they're appalled.
Oh my God!
Well, look, here's the
put it up, guys.
here's the thing.
Get flagged.
If you don't do stuff on purpose, it's no harm, no foul.
Yeah, right.
We got to get that. We got to get that right. You use it trying to hurt somebody or denigrate somebody, then it's something. If you use it by mistake, then it's a non-deal. It's just embarrassing, but it's not. It's basically like, oh, we caught a Ring door camera. You pissing on your own lawn. It's like, yeah, I know, but I had to take a piss. It was my lawn. They don't mean anything bad, but it's fun.
In what world, though, is that a mistake? What explanation could you possibly give that word got tweeted? I'm not buying the mistake thing. I think there's somebody on the inside who did it on purpose.
And
it's being thrown, it's being buried.
Somebody's teenage
LA
kid
News.
grabbed their phone.
Somebody did it.
Yeah, but here's Dawson. Every week since I've had this job, I've literally looked up at my plug screen and seen the wrong dates up there for every time.
How many times have you seen the N-word?
Only three. Only three. No, I've seen so many mistakes in my life. It's insane how many mistakes I see. So now I do get if there's something in it for you. Now,
well, who's to say that the person who did this wasn't trying to hurt KTLA?
That's a possibility.
I'm shorting the stock right now, baby.
They experienced a technical error while adding language filters. See, this is the part too where if you're going, here's the word and I'm going to add it. Well, you have the word. If the word comes out of thin air, I'm more with you, Dawson. If you're adding language filters and you have to put, like if you put cocksucker on there, and I'd go, why would you write that? And I go, well, it was in our language filter.
Still not buying it. Why on earth? How many times do you have to remind yourself a day not to say the N-word? 0? Okay, good.
No,
why do you need to put it into a language filter to make sure that you don't say it?
I don't think it's that. I think
the way it works,
it's not for
Dawson,
you. I think it's for
the way it works, Dawson, is that when other people tweet at that account that word, then they have a script that will auto-block those people so that it filters it out. It's not saying that KTLA is going to do that.
Still not believable.
Oh, okay.
It's not?
No. It's not believable at all.
Jet fuel.
Why? Because it came from their Twitter.
Steel beams.
Right, but if you're making a list of words that you're going to filter out, and that's on the list, then
why would it singularly be in the tweet this thing? It doesn't make sense.
No, but it seems like a mistake, is what I'm saying. I don't know that it's on purpose.
I'll explain. I'll try to explain. There's probably a dialogue box right next to their open Twitter, and somebody put the word in the wrong box, and then press send. Bingo, bango, mystery solved. But you know what? I like your explanation that they're on purpose going viral.
Well, cool. And also, in the interest of parody, I just want to say that I wasn't exclusively getting drunk on a boat for a week. I worked 13-hour days, 5 days straight, and I got drunk after.
I get it.
After.
No judgment here. I'm saying people make mistakes, at least around me, all day, every day, with insane mistakes constantly. So I'm always open to the fact that somebody screwed up. That's what I'm.
I guess I'm a little more on the pessimistic side. I think it was purposefully done.
Well, I guess it would have to be by someone who's disgruntled who worked for KTLA.
Correct.
And maybe they'll find out who that person is. But I still, the problem is plausible deniability. If someone says, we have to make a list of words you can't say that we filter out, and this is one of them, and it ended up in the wrong box, then I will go, that's plausible deniability.
Plausible deniability followed by a lack of follow-up. What if Fox News tweeted the N-word? Would we ever hear the end of it?
Well, no.
Language filters? No way. You're all racist.
No, I agree. If Nancy, no, not Nancy Grace, if Sean Hannity did that, yes, we would be hearing about it. All right, what else you got?
All right, next up, Minneapolis becomes the first large U.S. city to allow Islamic prayer calls over the speakers. Yeah, the new ordinance allows the Islamic call or adhan to be broadcast on loudspeakers from the city's nearly 24 mosques 5 times a day, including at dawn and in late evening. You thought the church bells was tough.
I got hit by dueling backup beepers yesterday. Dueling backup beepers. And I was just like, oh, God, no. Are these sirens going off at dawn?
Yeah, they are.
Look, first off, set your fucking alarm if you want to pray or do anything. I don't know what the range of the Islamic call to prayer alarm is, but it cannot be 12 feet. It's got to be into the acres, Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So listen. I'm just saying. I'm upstairs, and I'm 65 feet away from these trucks, and I can hear it like I'm standing behind them. Just neat, and it's all right. Do we have him?
Yeah, this is a
Hear
shofar.
that? And we are not in the Middle East. We're in the U.S. It's Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Some guy's trying to rock the Doobie Brothers in the background.
That's right.
Slow ride.
Phillips Midtown, the most dangerous neighborhood in Minneapolis.
All right. Minneapolis come off the fucking rails. It's going to turn to a shithole, and I don't like any of this fucking shit. But go ahead. Get your woke bona fides and ruin your fucking state.
It's because there's a lot of Somali refugees or people that live there. They all moved in.
Yeah.
And,
I know, but here's the whole thing. You fled a place because that place was a piece of shit, and then you came here because this place wasn't a piece of shit, so let's not turn this into the piece of shit that you fled. Everyone hates that kind of tough talk, but I'm doing it for you, Somali refugees. We got a better way of life over here. Come join us. No problema. But that's not the New World Order. It doesn't work. You go into, it's been a while, but you go into like deep North Hollywood, Sun Valley, Sunland, it's fucking Tijuana. It's just Tijuana.
Yeah.
And here's the whole thing. You guys left Tijuana because Tijuana was a piece of shit. So don't recreate Tijuana here.
You don't even have to go that far. It's Van Nuys at Roscoe, Van Nuys at Sherman.
Yeah. Sherman Way, which is it's a weird thing, but
I left it off.
But
Sorry,
not the PCH.
Didn't live there my whole life. Right.
It's weird. I'm from here. I'm the enforcer of street names. When you say the PCH, I go, it's just PCH.
Yeah.
But if you say Sherman, I go Sherman Way. So I will either add or subtract a word from your street name because I'm from the 818, bro.
I purposely don't use the thes when I'm talking about freeways.
Good.
405 to 101.
Take more efficient. All right, we got one more.
Yeah, we do. Let's go with the Blue Origin mission with all-female crew, including Katy Perry, completes the space trip. Yeah.
Here's what I'm kind of interested in.
Yeah.
I know that the Blue Origin one is almost just become like some sort of Magic Mountain ride at this time.
Yeah.
But if somebody said to me, Adam, would you like to go on the Blue Origin rocket ship and go up top and just orbit for, or not even orbit, just go up beyond the Earth's atmosphere for a while, float for 4 minutes and then come back down? I'd go, yeah, I would, but I've seen a lot of footage of SpaceX rockets like blowing up. Yeah. So, and I know this isn't that, but what's so different about what we're doing and what you're doing? Now you
got Katy Perry on there going, "We're a firework."
Yeah, I mean, you got a payload and you're doing an you're putting a satellite in orbit and you got a lot more tonnage to move and stuff like that, but You know, when Elon started with this Doge business, some crafty Democrat put together a montage of his shit blowing up, which unfortunately I saw on my feed. Yeah. And now you want me to get in your rocket ship. And he's the rocket guy, and you're the Amazon guy.
But I don't think the Amazon guy blew up many.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not pushing the envelope. He's like got a very safe, phallic rocket.
Right. So, okay, can we say this? We're saying, all right, Elon is saying, I'm doing the quarter mile. I'm at the drag strip. It's 1,000 feet now, but let's just call it a quarter mile.
All right.
I'm at the drag strip. I got a top fuel rail. Thing makes 10,000 horsepower, runs on nitro. And I'll go, and I'm going to do this 1,000 feet. I'm going to do it in 2.7 seconds at 330 miles an hour. And I'll go, yeah, but I've seen a lot of those blow up, too. I've seen some real bad accidents. Yeah, well, you're going 330 miles an hour when you cross 1,000 feet. Shit's going to happen sometimes.
Yeah.
But then I look at this car. I look at Bezos, and he goes, I'm doing the quarter mile, too, but it's in a stock Camaro. And we're probably only going to be doing about 125, 130 when we cross the traps at the end.
Yeah,
it's pretty safe.
Yeah.
Shit, something could happen, but it's pretty. That's this.
Yeah.
So is that kind of what this is? Because he's using a rocket ship, but it's so much safer than the other rocket ship.
Yeah.
It's because he's trying to do less.
Yeah, exactly right. Less payload. Yeah, and set it up for 1 minute. Float in space. So it's not quite as high. I don't even know if it counts as like it doesn't break the barrier of the atmosphere. I believe like it breaks just to the tip of the atmosphere outside the stratosphere and then back down. It's very safe. Yeah,
they get into a zero gravity situation over there for
a minute. Yeah, they did it. That's what I read, that it was 1 minute of it. And then Katy Perry did sing, not the fireworks song. It was, more of a publicity stunt, it seems like, because he sent his lady up there. He sent his fiance, who's a journalist and a helicopter pilot.
Yeah.
But, she's not an astronaut. And Gayle King, Oprah's bestie, went. So it was about as safe as it could get for space travel.
Yeah, all right. So I think the whole ride was 11 minutes long. And I know people get into like, oh, what are you doing? You claim to be into the atmosphere and you're burning all this carbon and all this kind of, I don't know. It's let the fucking guy do what he wants. Let the chicks in. Some are saying that's a farce, but look, who cares, right?
Yeah.
It's also, I will say this about NASA astronauts. It's the same thing I said to Mark Geragos, attorney, when Kim Kardashian was trying to pass the bar. I said, you better fucking hope she doesn't pass that bar. And he goes, why not? Because when you say I'm an attorney, someone will go, oh, like Kim Kardashian? And then they'll start laughing and walk away. So like Gus Grissom or Buzz Aldrin would be like, I'm an astronaut. Oh, like Katy Perry? That's funny. And then they'd walk away.